My name is Sean, and I've been a photojournalist for 25 years and publishing zines for more than 2 decades. My photos appear on the front pages of the New York Times and the Washington Post, but there's nothing like publishing your own photo zines. And looking back over my last 2 years publishing zines, with them stacked here on this table, I feel like I'm giving my photography the respect that it deserves. This is creative satisfaction. In this video, we take a look at 10 of my recent photo zines. My specialty niche in photojournalism is hurricanes, and I've covered about a dozen in the last decade. My Aftermath zine takes a look at some of the biggest storms in the American South from 2015 to 2025. We travel from Bat Cave in Lumberton, North Carolina, to Columbia and Bucksport, South Carolina, to Middleburg and Venice, Florida, and to the bottom of the United States in Grand Isle, Louisiana, covering Hurricane Florence, Matthew, Helene, Ida, Irma, and the 1,000-year storm that hit my hometown in 2015. Some zines, like this one, I make at home, and others, I use print-on-demand services. Here's one printed by Mixum about mud bogs in Georgia and South Carolina, photographed between 2015 and 2019. One of my first assignments as a photojournalist with a daily newspaper was at a mud bog, and I had to come back for more. I spent 4 years photographing mud bogs, but stopped because I bought new cameras. And it's just really dirty, a lot of strain on the gear. But it's a lot of fun. This zine is about the grand reopening of Finley Park in Columbia, South Carolina, which partnered with the annual Jam Room Festival. The Jam Room is a historic indie recording studio with some prominent punk and metal bands recording there, including Baroness's Red Album. They organize an annual free music festival that embraces the independent music ethos. In Columbia, South Carolina, that's not something necessarily expected. This one features photos I made of the Walk for Peace when the monks came through my area on their trip from DC to Texas. They came within 2 blocks of my house, and I spent 2 days photographing them in Columbia and Charlotte. It was a physically demanding experience, bookending their week from the South Carolina Midlands to the North Carolina border and into Charlotte. Lots of walking and running, but I've been a runner my whole life, so it fit well. This zine is a look at the challenges North Carolinians face cleaning their rivers after Hurricane Helene. I spent 2 days with a team of formerly out-of-work river guides on the French Broad River near Asheville, and on the Green River Narrows. The Narrows host one of the most famous kayak races in the world. I made a video about this cleanup project, and you can find a link in the description. I also used photos from Bat Cave, North Carolina during the same time period, showing the large equipment used, giving us another angle of the cleanup process. I also have a couple mini zines here, made on one piece of paper with just a few images. One featuring University of South Carolina students and their players celebrating a national championship in women's basketball, and the other, a mini version of my For the Record zine, which I talk about later. This zine takes a look at WXTRY Records in Athens, Georgia. I spent a day here in 2024 photographing the store where Michael Stipe met Peter Buck. Buck and Stipe formed REM. If you're not familiar with the Athens music scene, it's pretty impressive. The B-52s, the Drive-By Truckers, Vic Chestnut, Widespread Panic, Elf Power, Neutral Milk Hotel, Of Montreal, and the legendary unknowns like Pylon. The scene here is fueled by art kids in this southern college town. I photographed this zine in 1 day, printed it and bound it at a campsite nearby the next, and then sold it at a zine fair at the art school the following day. That's how I spent my birthday weekend. And if you're interested, I've linked a video for that one in the description as well. This was one of my first zines with my current setup for home production. I went to the Library of Congress website and found photos by Gordon Parks. It's a pretty simple process, and it was a great experience culling and sequencing another photographer's work, and exploring those photo archives. This zine is a collection of protest efforts in the Carolinas during the first 3 months of the second Trump administration, featuring a congressional town hall, No Kings and 5051 rallies, protests against immigration policies, and one outside Lindsey Graham's office. I named this zine after a lyric in a Minus the Bear song, and I hand wrote those lyrics inside. It features photos made January 21st and January 22nd, 2022 in Columbia, South Carolina. It's a look at how Southerners respond, especially students, to any amount of snow. For this scene, I photographed a live music club that I worked at for more than a decade during its 3 months of operation at its original location. It was a no-brainer project that refueled my interest in zines. This one was also printed by Mix'em, and I sold more than 100 copies. One of the zines that I made at home, about photography, a copy of which was acquired by the National Library of Art Museum in DC, is currently sold out, but I plan to publish a new edition soon. If you're interested in documentary photography and projects like the ones you saw here, I offer photo workshops up and down the East Coast. Links for that also in the description.